Hello there. Thanks for joining me today with this brief overview of the role of teacher leadership in redesign. Thanks for tuning in to our Redesign virtual conference. It's the first time we've tried anything like this, and we're learning a lot of lessons along the way. So one of the things that we really pride ourselves on with Kansas Redesign is that we say that it is a teacher-led process. And early on, there was a little bit of a misunderstanding because when we said that it was teacher-led, we have a pilot and a co-pilot. Teachers are part of the investigation teams. They're rolling and running with the decision-making. Some principals and some district administrators are like, hey, hands off. It's teacher-led. I don't have to do anything. And that was perhaps a misunderstanding that we're trying to clear up even today. And so we're going to talk about the role of teacher leadership within this partnership. And so everyone plays a role in leadership. You've got your pilot and co-pilot and the teachers on the different teams. And Redesign is a teacher-led, administrator-supported project, okay? So the role of the principal is to support the pilot and the co-pilot, and the principal has the role of helping to guide the project forward. The principal tries to remove barriers or roadblocks. The principal, depending on the size of the district, might need to be the kind of political connection between the individual school and the district leadership. Still a very important role. The superintendent must ensure that a culture of success exists in the district and continuously be aware of and supportive of what the school is doing as part of their redesign plan. And then the Board of Education helps guide the direction of the district and helps to stay connected and stay informed with what is happening with the redesign team at the individual school, or if there are several individual schools redesigning. There is a link to a document here. We can send you that link later if you'd like, that really describes each of these roles, the competencies and the look-fors for all four of them. But today I'm going to talk about the teacher leadership portion. And so we used some references to try to describe a teacher leader who is a pilot or a co-pilot, and what those people can do and how you would know if they were successful. And then we also have the reference for where you can find more information about this particular competency. Now, the one thing that I want to encourage you is that when we set this up, excuse me, when we set this up, it might appear that this is unattainable. You might feel as a teacher leader like, wow, you really can't mark off all of these bullet points. And that's okay, because we're all growing. And so as you take a look at these, if you're a teacher or a teacher leader, think about what you already do well and what you might want to have more intentional practice on. And if you're a building leader and you're thinking, wow, I don't really have anyone on my staff that meets all of these, that's okay. It's your opportunity to build leadership and to build the skills of the people that you work with. And so a teacher leader who is a pilot or a co-pilot can understand the principles of adult learning and know how to develop a collaborative culture a collaborative culture of collective responsibility. It's kind of a mouthful. Teacher leaders know how to promote collegiality, trust, and respect, and they're always working to build that culture. And so just some of the skills on the right, the bullet points there. I'm not going to read the whole slide to you at this time, but just know that your pilot and co-pilot are learning or are already very adept at adult learning. How do they bring their colleagues along? How do they model the kind of behavior that they want to see? How do they create an inclusive culture where diverse perspectives are welcomed? And so some early mistakes might be that a school might invite certain teachers to be part of their school redesign team, and they invite the teachers that they know will all agree, so that they end up with this kind of group think going on. that's really not the best strategy. You want to hear a lot of diverse perspectives, and you want to encourage creative discord. You want to encourage those hard conversations so that you work through the best of the best ideas. A teacher leader who is a pilot or co-pilot can demonstrate that they are change agents. They embrace change both in and out of the classroom, and they exercise agency, making intentional decisions about their work. Now, there's a lot of dialogue in there that's super packed and very rich. So if you want to understand more about teachers as change agents, there is a great article from the Journal of Educational Change from 2018, very reader friendly, but it will give you some really great ideas. The thing that we really want to encourage is that these teacher leaders are curious, they're creative, they're eager to explore. They are emotionally stable in that they can regulate positive and unpleasant feelings and emotions. A lot of hard work goes into redesign. A lot of hard work is going into the current situation as you navigate change throughout this fall of 2020. So how do you help each other really regulate those unpleasant feelings and emotions? These teacher leaders are conscientious, they're organized, they're motivated, they're respected by their peers, and they have really good relationships. And so all of those things are really important. And a teacher leader who is a pilot or co-pilot can demonstrate a deep understanding of teaching and learning. They are models of how to engage students. They work collaboratively with their colleagues. They are up to date on the most current instructional practices, and they always keep in mind the shared vision, the mission and goals of the school and the district. And so there are some bullet points here on how you will know if they are successful at this. Again, facilitation, supporting colleagues, using knowledge of existing and emerging technologies. They're current, they're up to date, they're always learning for themselves. They're the kind of teacher that isn't going to wait around for the district to provide professional development, because they are the kind that will pick up their fork and feed themselves PD. They will look for it. They're connected. They're learning online. They're connected through various chats and Twitter chats. They're always looking for ways to improve their practice and help their colleagues. So the two main resources that we pulled from are the INSTOY Teacher Leader Model Standards, and then Understanding Teachers as Change Agents from 2018. Within those two references, there are a ton of other references that you can go back to. Michael Fullen, John Hattie, all of their research supports these particular teacher leadership competencies. So like I said before, redesign is a teacher-led, administrator-supported process. We believe that everyone can be a leader. We believe that everyone should be ready to lead. You shouldn't lead maybe all the time, but we all can impact our colleagues, our students, our community for the better. And anytime we stand up and we do that, we are a leader. So there you have it, teacher leadership competencies in Kansans Can Redesign. If you have any other questions about this or want more information, please don't hesitate to contact us. Here is our contact information. The easiest way is to just email redesign@ksde.org. Thank you so much for your time and attention to this topic. Remember, Kansans can, and Kansas leads the world in the success of each student. Take care. Talk to you soon.